What is up, crew? What is up, YouTube? Thank you so much for tuning back in to Scorpio TV. I'm your host, Steph So Cool. And this time I got a little something different for y'all. So, y'all know I'm used to doing reactions, but I want to do both. I don't just want to be labeled a reaction channel. I want to do vlogs too because, I think I'm a cool, laid-back person. I think I'm pretty intelligent, know a decent amount of stuff, so I like to share these things with you. So I decided what better way than to tell y'all about my little second job. So I've been doing food delivery for a little bit over a year now. I started out with DoorDash at the beginning of 2020. I've been doing Uber Eats since last year in November, and I've been doing GrubHub for about 4 or 5 months. So you can imagine that I've seen and dealt with a lot of stuff in that time frame. And when it comes to food delivery, there's something that you should know. If you're a fellow delivery driver, you're gonna understand where I'm coming from. I don't want to say it out loud though, so come here for a minute. What I want to tell you is that when it comes to this food delivery stuff, motherfuckers are stupid as hell sometimes. You literally deal with some of the dumbest people on the face of the earth. And it's irritating because half the time you have to come in contact with these people and communicate with them as opposed to just leaving the order at the door and then skating. You have people that'll rush you even though you've already texted them and told them that their delivery will be delayed because the restaurant is either short-handed or the line that you're forced to stand in is taking forever to go down. So in this video, I want to tell the food delivery customers the do's and the don'ts, especially the shit that y'all need to stop doing. Because I have a full-time job. I do this on the side just for a little bit of extra money. Sometimes it's money that I actually need and it doesn't actually go towards leisure things. So in a way I need it, in a way I don't. But don't get it fucked off and think you can talk to me and treat me any type of way, because I will risk losing this job and slap the shit out you. Shout out to Redman. We're gonna start with houses and then we're gonna migrate over to apartments, because apartments tend to be very fucking annoying and they differ from houses in a couple of ways, even though some of these issues that customers are doing are gonna pretty much sound the same. First thing for the houses, if you have a dog or dogs, please make sure it or they are locked up and cannot get to me. Because if I'm delivering your order to your door and your dog runs up to me either while I'm walking up to your house before the delivery or as I'm walking away from your house after the delivery, it's gonna be really bad for him or them. You better keep this motherfucker or those motherfuckers in check. Please give the right address. I understand if your address is 1296 Washington Street, right? And you give me 1295 Washington Street. I get that. I understand that. Cool. Because those are so close together. Either these houses are gonna be right across the right next to each other, they're gonna be across the street from each other, or it's gonna be on the next block. But you need to make sure to validate that with your driver, because if your food goes to the wrong house, how can you really get mad? You'll know as a driver if you're at the wrong house, if it says meet at door and this motherfucker not answering the door. Like you have a delivery from Miss Johnson and you're at the Crabapple house. Really? 96, 95, they're right next to each other. I get that. But if you're at 1296 Washington Street, why the fuck did you give me address for 527 Lawson Street? Really? Come on, bro. That's in a whole other part of town. If that was a leave at door order, you're gonna be extremely pissed off because you gave me the wrong address, so your food went to the wrong house, so you can't bitch and complain at me because you gave me that address. And since it's a leave it door, I took a photo as needed. You don't always have to, but it's good to, especially with people trying to scam you and say they didn't get their food when they did. Even though that's not your house address, that is the address that is in the app. So you can't say that I got over on you. That's the address you gave me. So that's too fucking bad. Make sure you put down the right fucking address. If you live in a gated community, you need to make sure that in the delivery instructions, you give me the delivery code to get into this gate or to give to the security guard or whatever. Because if it's a gated community, let's say it's one that has a keypad on it, how the fuck am I supposed to get in here and I don't have the gate code? And I call and text you and you're not answering. Or you may have fallen asleep waiting for your order. How am I supposed to deliver your food if you didn't give me the right information? Really? By the way, when it comes to this food delivery shit and customers, sometimes restaurants start doing that stupid shit. The shirt says it all. I will fuck around and leave your order with the security guard in hopes that it gets to you. I'll get his name and all that and text it to you since you didn't want to answer your phone to let you know, hey, since you didn't give me the gate code, I don't know what to tell you. Now you might be in luck if it's one of those keypads where you can also scroll through the names and I find your name and the gate will allow me to gain entry. But if it's just a keypad and that's the only way you can get in, I don't know what to tell you. Dude, why the fuck are you getting food delivered on your dark ass street and you don't even have the courtesy to have your porch light on? Literally, a lot of times houses are not marked like they should be, or if a house is marked, it's in a weird ass place. Like it's not like on top above the garage or right next to the door or anything. So if I pull into the driveway, I need to make sure that this is the accurate place because the GPS is not always correct. You need to leave the porch light on. Now, if you don't want to leave the porch light on because you don't want to attract mosquitoes or any other bugs that are attracted to light, especially if it's right next to your front door, I get that. Cool. At least have the courtesy to explain to me what vehicles should be in this driveway and what vehicles should be in front of the house, if there are any. Driveway vehicles, street vehicles, if there are any. That's it. How hard is that? What people don't seem to realize is that, weirdly enough, even if your even if your mailbox is on the right-hand side of the road, that doesn't automatically mean that your house is on the right-hand side of the road. It doesn't even mean that your house is right behind where this mailbox is. I've had plenty of deliveries where the mailbox is on the east side of the street, but for whatever reason, the house is on the west side of the street. Mailboxes are not always reliable sources in telling us where exactly the house is, especially at nighttime when it's hard to see. And a lot of times houses be so close together, but it's at night. So you don't want to walk up to a house you think is your right one and it's not, because again, it's dark as hell out here. You're not always going to go up to a well-illuminated neighborhood. That's just not reality. You go up to someone's house and it's not your house and it's dark as hell. I don't know, bro. Shit, you might look like a piece of cartoon cheese if they take you as a threat. I think I've pretty much covered everything for the houses. The most noteworthy thing that people really need to stop doing and pay more attention to. So now we're going to go to apartments. I hate apartments with a fucking passion. Apartments are literally the worst. So same thing as with the houses, make sure you give the right address. But don't just give me your building address. Give me the fucking apartment number too. Your apartment building is 1239. Okay, there's 10 to 12 units in 1239. Which one are you? Because I'm not that social of a person. So I don't like to talk or have communication with people if I don't have to. So not talking to the customer is something I usually do, not to be rude. Sometimes I do talk to them if need be, or I'm checking like while I'm at the restaurant if there's anything that they need, any extra napkins or anything like that. That type of communication, that's fine. But if I could just leave it at your apartment door and take a picture and send you the confirmation picture and the confirmation text that it's been delivered, cool. I prefer that. If your complex is gated, just like with the houses, I need the gate code too. Or just like the houses, your food might end up being left with the security guard because you didn't want to give me the right information. And again, apartments have this weird thing as to where if I go to the building that it says to go to, sometimes this is not the building that's in the instructions. So that's another thing. I'm not always sure if it's a customer issue or if it's a GPS issue, but a lot of times in certain apartment complexes, I'll go to a building where the GPS will tell me to stop, but the customer's building is still like half a mile down the street. So make sure you give me the accurate address and the apartment number so you can get your shit. I myself live in an apartment, so I know how difficult it is to find the location. So if you have a meet at door order, just, again, out of common courtesy, if you can and you're able to, instead of just standing in your hallway, which a lot of people have done, you can at least come, not even all the way outside, at least stand in the doorway of the building. So if I'm having difficulty or your driver is having difficulty finding your apartment building, they'll see you, or they could call you. You could talk to each other like, hey, it's this one, I know it's dark, and all of that. Another reason you need to get the right address. Most times the door to get into these apartment buildings is locked. So there has to be a buzzer. You need to let your driver know your buzzer so they could beep the right one so you can know that we're there. Otherwise, we're gonna have an issue. Some apartment buildings do not have buzzers for whatever reason. So that's even more of a reason why you need to give us the right information so you can get your food and so we can get back on the road and go pick up more orders. Because here I am spending 30 minutes trying to play detective looking for you because you didn't give me the right, address, the right location. And I just had to pass up like 3 orders, all making $15 an hour. Making $15. And they're only going like 2 miles away from whatever restaurant they're at. But I couldn't take them because I didn't know how long I was going to be over here fucking with you. A lot of things about this food delivery stuff is not the customer's fault. I understand that completely. But you still need to be mindful of what you do. You ordered the food. The least you can do is give us the right information so we can get your food that you ordered to you. Again, I understand a lot of stuff is out of the customer's hands. But if you can't, keep your dogs locked up. If you have any, give us the right address. Give us the gate code if there is a gate to get into your apartment, or tell us the information that we need to tell the security guard so that we can gain entry into this gated community. I don't know what to tell you because there's a guy that I know who is not going to waste a bunch of time searching for your apartment. And do you know who that is? I may come off as an asshole, and a lot of y'all who don't do this food delivery stuff would not understand. It's very time consuming when you're struggling to find a location. It's very irritating because we're possibly missing out on orders because we're struggling to find your location, or we're struggling to get in contact with you because a lot of y'all don't be answering y'all phones for whatever reason. And this little $10 that we're going to make from you, which I'm not downplaying it, because if you do tip, that, I'm grateful for that. And $10 is a decent amount depending on how far I had to drive to get there. But better paying orders are coming to my phone, but I can't accept them because I'm over here messing with you. I can't tell people what to do, but if you know you have an order coming, you need to be watching your phone. Because I don't know if all the apps do it, but a lot of them, DoorDash, GrubHub, Uber Eats, those are the three main ones that I utilize. Not really DoorDash anymore, but Uber Eats and GrubHub. I know for a fact Uber Eats does. The customer can use the GPS after their food has been picked up. Maybe when their food has been confirmed that someone's gonna pick it up, but I'm not too sure. Someone correct me on that. But y'all can see us while we're driving. You can see we're getting close. And I know for a fact that DoorDash and Uber Eats sends you notifications. Hey, your driver is within 5 minutes, or your driver is pulling up or getting closer or something like that. So if it's a meet at door order, then meet us at the door. If you wanted to leave it at your door, that's fine too. But let me know and don't have conflicting delivery instructions. I think I pretty much covered everything, bro. Yeah, I think this video's done. If there's anything that I left out, food delivery drivers, let me know. Customers with common sense, let me know. But I think I've pretty much hit like the major issues that customers need to stop doing and pay attention to. And man, yeah, I think that's about it for this one. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you drop a like, comment, share the video. Make sure that bell icon is tapped so you will get notified every time I drop new content, which I do at least twice a week, sometimes 3. That's all I got for y'all. So until the next one, stay blessed, stay safe, stay humble. Thank you so much for tuning in to Scorpio TV. This is your host, Steph So Cool, signing out.